Hi everyone, so today we're going to break down this axle a little bit. We've had some issues with it. We tried to put this in the in our Jeep, and I never could get rid of this play in the pinion. It would never tighten up. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop the seal out, and I'm going to roll it over and take the cover off. The crappy part about this is a brand new seal. And the issue we're having is that when this thing rotates, as it comes up, this bearing should go back down, and it's not. So I got to figure out why it's seized up in there. And I want to take the cover off to make sure nothing's coming out the bottom end as well. All right, so that's this end. We'll roll this thing over and then take off the other end. It's going to be a little noisy. We're using air tools. So I've not done many lives. So if this is horrible, sorry. Okay, I'll bring you over to this side so we can see what's going on when we break open the case. If you've never smelled gear lube, it smells just great. I guess the good thing is we don't see a lot of shrapnel. So on a Rubicon, this is your E-locker right here. This shuttles back and forth is what locks up your your axles. Now I have to figure out why we have so much play in the pinion gear. So inside of here, see if we can see this. So inside of here, right in the bottom there, you can see the pinion gear. And it's the pinion gear that runs on the ring. Now I looked at this before we installed it, and I didn't see any major issues with the teeth or anything. Now we had a twisted axle, that's why I inspected the gears, but I didn't see anything. But when this thing rotates, it's hard to see, but there's a lot of play in that. If you ever mess with gear oil or gear lube, it smells lovely. Alright, so let's roll this thing back over. Again, this is the first time we've done a live, so you know, if it's something's not working out, the sound's not right or something, love feedback. Alright, so the issue is once you snug this down, it should pull the pinion up and squeeze this bearing. But what's happening is when this goes on and I try to tighten it up, you can see the bearing is coming forward. So I got to figure out why, and there's a good chance I'll have to take out that carrier. So we're just going to try to tap on it real lightly. Now I've got a piece of aluminum here, so not sure, but I think it just went down. Because when it was in the Jeep, I couldn't get it to go down all the way. It's like it was stuck. Now, on a Rubicon, I should say not just Rubicon, but any of the newer style Dana rear ends. These aren't the traditional roller bearings. So there's 2 rows of ball bearings in there, where a typical bearing is rollers that run all the way around this thing. We might do a setup and try to torque that thing down. Go back to the other side. But yeah, we had it all the way installed in the Jeep. and then had to take it all the way back out. And unfortunately, we got that down to a 4-hour process. And if needed, if I got to take this all apart, I'll build a K-spreader and then so I don't know, let me see if I can get it to where you guys can see inside of here. So I don't know if you can see the pinion down there at the bottom and the rollers. So there's rollers on this side, which is your thrust, and there's balls in that bearing. Now a couple things they've done with the new style axles. You know, they've marked these on which direction the cap goes, so the arrows go out, so that makes it nice for you. You can't get them in the wrong spot because, you know, the thrust side of it is a much larger bearing. And then I might have to engage this just to make sure. So I've got the plugs in now, but that's just a 12-volt signal, just to engage that e-locker. Alright, so that's just a basic tear down of the covers and everything to show the pinion and the gearing inside of a, and now this is a new, the Advantech, I think it's the M220. This is out of a 2018 Rubicon. And, well, that's the inside of it. If I take the gears out and everything, I'll do another live for that. So until then, I appreciate you guys watching this. And then until the next time, this is Jeepingmo. Now I just got to figure out how to stop this.